More on the Pandora Papers scandals. Queen's lawyers acted for politician accused of looting state billions from Nigeria. This is in just 8 hours ago. The Pandora Papers unveiled October 3rd in a trove of almost 12 million leaked documents shedding light on tax avoidance from secret offshore companies by some of the world's elite and leaders. The data was obtained by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, or ICIJ for short. They were working in collaboration with more than 140 media organizations. An elite London solicitors firm serving Queen Elizabeth II throughout her reign, has represented a politician accused by U.S. prosecutors of corruption, according to Guardian reports. While there's no indication of wrongdoing or breaking the law, Farrer and Company, which boasts a long history of representing members of the British royal family, finds itself in the crosshairs following the bombshell revelation laid bare by so-called Pandora Papers. After the ICIJ published the dossier of more than 11.9 million leaked financial documents, Farrer and Company's legal representation of Abu Bakr Bagudu over the years has come to light. He's a Nigerian politician. He's been accused by the U.S. Justice Department of playing an instrumental role, quote unquote, in a corruption scheme that resulted in the plundering of billions of dollars from the coffers of West Africa's most populous nation. Bagudu has consistently denied any wrongdoing concerning this with Nigeria. Please support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. The question is with how many other third world republics, countries this has been going on with. International treasure hunt after General Sani Abacha, Nigeria's late military leader, died in 1998. Nigeria's new government accused him of having overseen a conspiracy to steal billions of dollars from Nigerian state coffers. According to corruption watchdog Transparency International, the ruler was estimated to have plundered over $5 billion of public money. You can imagine these poor countries, what they're going through. The general was never charged with corruption during his life, with Nigeria fighting for years to recover that money. As the hunt proceeded, the alleged looting billions were traced to accounts in Paris and London via a chain of front companies. Bagudu, an associate of Abacha in 1999, confessed to a Nigerian court that he had received funds from the general. In 2003, after a court-approved settlement, Bagudu agreed to return about 300 million of his fortune, albeit without admitting any wrongdoing. Now, controversial clients. According to the Pandora Papers, Farrer and Company started acting for Bagudu in February 2010, and it's claimed the company aided in Nigeria and his brother in transferring the ownership of 98 million pounds, or euros, sorry, that's 113 million pounds, from a British Virgin Island trust to a jurisdiction in Singapore and the Cook Islands called the Blue Group. And according to leaked documents, the solicitors engaged in services of a trust company in Singapore, Asia City, to administer the newly created group. Farrer and Company subsequently continued to be involved in managing the trust, and the law firm, cited by The Guardian as having conducted extensive due diligence on Bagudu, and the result reportedly met the firm's legal and regulatory obligations. Well, what else would they say? Obviously, who knows what kind of a commission they got on this. Now, the newly revealed documents show that in April 2010, Farrer and Company sought a response from another firm representing Bagudu regarding their mutual client source of offshore wealth. At the time, the firm acknowledged that Bagudu faced embezzlement charges in line with a criminal investigation and had been arrested and detained in the U.S. for 6 months. But Farrer and Company was also given assurances that Bagudu had reached a settlement with the Nigerian government. In line with that, he was granted the right to return funds held in the British Virgin Island Trust. Furthermore, in August 2010, Farrer and Company revealed to have submitted suspicious activity reports to the UK Serious Organisation Crime Agency, SOCA, and it sought consent to have assets held by Bagudu's Trust in the BVI, British Virgin Island, transferred to the new Blue Group structure. So you can understand what they were going through. Even though they knew that he had embezzled money, I guess they have to turn a blind eye to all this, right? Now, as for the trust firm Asia City, an internal memo written by its head acknowledged that somewhat controversial background, quote unquote, of the Nigerian, but maintained him as a client anyway. Farrer and Company and Asia City found themselves in controversial position over their client back in 2014 after the DOJ alleged that the Nigerian had helped General Abaka to, quote, launder the proceeds of the conspiracy, and, quote, via fake companies. So you can understand what was going on. Now, unwarranted criticism. Farrer and Company has been cited as dismissing any criticism for maintaining the Nigerian as a client, emphasizing they never tried to conceal Bagudu's assets and had received consent from British authorities before transferring control of them to the new trusts. Okay, well, everybody's turning a blind eye, obviously. The UK authorities were aware of the whereabouts of their client's assets, and spokesperson for Farrer and Company said, criticism based on subsequent events and allegations is misplaced and unwarranted. Bagudu similarly did not violate any rules or laws forming the trust for assets he was allowed to retain as part of the 2003 agreement with the Nigerian government. The Nigerian lawyer was cited as saying there was no evidence of wrongdoing against her client in either criminal or civil cases. Trust company Asia City was cited as stating, we are committed to the highest business standards, including ensuring that our operations fully comply with all laws and regulations. Okay, well, maybe it's a two-tiered system of law in these countries. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. This is Sputnik News by Svetlana Ekimenko. Thank you.